I just caught a conversation on X between Paul Rosenberg and Ebro about the state of hip hop at the time that Kendrick Lamar and Drake were battling. Paul Rosenberg believes that the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef did a considerable amount of damage to hip hop. Ebro doesn't seem to feel the same way. So let's check out this clip, people. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dons and donettes everywhere. It's your boy Morgan Heights in the building. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the hype button if you're watching on a tablet or mobile phone. Let's get into it.
I remember there being a time when we thought the Drake-Kendrick thing was good.
I still think it's good.
I don't. That time has passed. It has turned bad.
I think the internet is bad. I think for hip-hop and people paying attention to lyrics and caring about hip-hop, it was great.
For me, there's always been two sides of hip-hop culture. It's your critics, your fans. And somehow we've got to a place where both have intertwined, because you've got personalities online that speak about the situation, but they're not necessarily journalists. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a fan who's a content creator. And then you've got the fan base or the stan base that want you to pick a side. Now, let me keep this 100. Before the battle, I was a Drake fan. I was a big Drake fan. Been to his concerts, supported his music. But during this battle, Kendrick Lamar managed to change my views on Drake as a person, which in turn affected the way I listen to his music. So if I'm in the car and I hear a tune and Drake comes on, I'm not turning it off. If I know the record, I'm singing it. It's a tune. I can compartmentalize the person from the music. But am I now looking at Drake differently? Of course, definitely, 100%. The painting of his nails, the way that he moves in the industry with gal, the whole thing with the label situation and him suing the label. Imagine that. In 2026, we'd be talking about our artist suing a label because he lost a battle, because he lost a rap battle. So there's a lot of nuances and pockets within this conversation that we have to understand. If you're just a casual fan, you probably don't even care about all of this stuff. You just listen to the music, you vibe to it, you keep it moving. If you're a real hip hop fan and you come up from the soil, you will look at this battle in a different way. And if you study hip hop and you understand it, you will look at hip hop in a certain way as well.
For the algo hustle and these stands and bots, that's been bad for hip hop since before that.
But can you separate it?
Absolutely, because it was happening before.
But it's so much worse. It feels worse.
Only if you give a fuck about what the internet has to say.
But everyone does.
I don't.
Okay.
And you don't either.
I give a fuck about what the internet says because it helps me create stuff like this and make bread. I'm not going to lie. Like, why am I going to sit here and lie? I make bread from content. So when the internet says a madness, I can go, oh, this is content for me. But if you want my real opinion on the situation, I'll give it. I'm never going to flip-flop. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I've always been a Kendrick Lamar fan. I've bought all his music, I've supported him, and I come from lyricism. I used to be an active artist myself, so I enjoy writing, I understand metaphors, similes, all of that. I love that when an artist is so lyrical and wordy and all of that. Some people don't. Some people like the music and keep it moving. But for me, and people who are like me, think differently.
You'll battle with the internet all day if you believe something, you will go to war with the internet. You will not back down. It will not shape your thoughts.
Oh, shape my thoughts? No, but we do care about it. It affects the way we operate.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect what we think is dope hip hop.
No, I agree. Lord, you hear what I'm saying? But I think culturally it's had an impact still.
Culturally, the music has had an impact because it separated us. Culturally, that battle has actually made people decide really what they stand for. That's it. When I look at Drake fans, I look at normal fans. When I look at Drake stans, I look at tapped fans. When I look at Kendrick Lamar fans, I look at normal fans. When I look at Kendrick Lamar stans, I look at these men are tapped. So you have to read between the lines. There's like a lot of people on the internet that are either trolling, they don't really feel that way, but they know they're going to get views from it, or you got the people that are just real with it, say how they feel, and they don't really care what people think. Like, as a content creator, I really don't care outside of my audience what people think about how I feel about my hip hop. Like, sorry, I'm 49 years old. You got to relax. If I care, then I'm doing myself a disservice.
The whole thing.
No, it has had an impact, but I wouldn't shy away from something that takes place in our thing that we love, which is hip hop, because of how the internet.
I think it's over. I think looking back, what are we now going to? We're now. This was 2 years out. Was this 2 full years, Louis?
For the beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 2 years.
2 years. I think looking back at from 2 years vantage point, to me, it was bad. It turned out to be a bad thing.
Well, I think it was great for Kendrick. I think it was great for Drake. I think it's been great for.
You think it was great for Drake?
Absolutely. Because
yo, yeah, I don't know if it was great for Drake. To be fair, I don't know. I saw Donnie lose weight, get a 6-pack. Man was turning up to basketball matches, screwing man on. Was it? The Rosen man turned up to basketball matches, screw facing, mean mugging dons.
Stop it. Get some help.
With tassels in his hair and that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know if it was good for him. Yeah.
Remember, before the battle, his albums were quieter than Iceman. Never forget that. Never forget those albums were quieter than Iceman.
He took such a long time getting to Iceman. If he had taken any pause, that was a really long time. I think Iceman would have been.
Yeah, but he had a story. It gave him a story. It gave him a purpose. It gave him a reason. It was him against the world. Like, it was this Iceman thing delivered.
The Kendrick part, I would agree with on the. Does the Super Bowl happen without the whole thing?
And not like us, and all of these.
And
big
not like
records
us, his biggest record.
Yeah,
This is the thing, right? When you just look at music, when you just look at the music that came out, even between both of them, it was great. Like, Push Ups was good. Family Matters to this day is a joint. Like, if you're gonna be objective and just keep it 100. Even though I don't really fuck with Drake like that now, Family Matters was cold. Sorry. But then you got Euphoria, 616 in LA, which we're still talking about till today. We're still unpacking 616 in LA today. Meet the Grahams. Are you mad? Meet the Grahams was mad. I got shook when I heard that record. And then Not Like Us. We celebrated. My 11-year-old son still bumps that tune. Like, the music was really good. But at the end of the day, it separated a lot. It separated the real from the fake, and it separated the fan base. But yeah, man, ultimately, it goes down in history as one of the greatest rap battles of all time, man.
He was coming off Mr. Morale.
And he was coming off Mr. Morale. So in that sense, I agree.
And people are paying attention to lyrics and digging in on lyrics and meanings.
I don't even like that anymore. It's friggin' annoying.
No, I mean, look,
everything
doesn't
piece
like
on
that.
2 sentences.
I just like the fact that people are passionate about it.
Laura, what do you think? You think it's overall good or bad?
I think I'm leaning more with Ebro, because I don't care. Yo, the internet is going to be shitty no matter what. And because we've seen these type of reactions, like in the political space, like, you know what I mean? Because people have had that same feeling about the political space, but it's like, yo, the internet's always going to be there. And it's very loud if you connect in. There's a whole world of people who don't give a shit.
Yeah, Laura go on, Laura. She's making so much sense. The internet is always going to internet. It's here, it's not going nowhere, it's gonna do what it does. But there's people that live outside of the internet. There's people that don't even have the internet like that. They just go on the internet for emails and that. There's people that live on the internet, and there's people that check in, and then there's content creators. So no, man, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck.
Right, and they just enjoyed the music.
That's it.
Went to the GNX SZA tour. Are at the Cole shows. When Drake decides to go on tour, them tickets are going to go crazy.
Yeah, no, I guess even when you think about it, what this conversation is based on, essentially, I'm basing it on MAL. MAL's takes, him being one example. Akademiks is another one. But that is internet.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's internet.
See them man there, see more than Akademiks. They lost their integrity during that battle. and because they stood too far over, there's no turning back for them now. Anything they say, even remotely nuanced or objective, man are gonna look at them differently from now on. Because you lot said way too much. You lot just riding out for Drake for nothing. Man, don't even. I swear to God, Drake don't even respect them, man. I promise you, Drake has got his circle of friends, and them man there, he just uses them. Facts. He uses them because they have a voice on the internet. They have certain numbers, and if he can influence them, they will influence whoever listens to them.
MAL and Ak and others, some people would say you. I do not believe that to be true because I'm with you every day and I know the truth. Personalities have been shaped some by the battle. And to me, that's corny. When your personality starts to kind of
remember, I've been shaped by the Kodak thing, the Uzi thing, and the Drake thing. Long before the Drake thing, I had the Kodak and Uzi thing. So I've been fucking with y'all on the internet.
Right. True.
So I didn't give a fuck.
I mean, we're in a world where it's like you have to pick a side. How dare you? Like, if I am a Drake fan or anybody's fan, you absolutely cannot enjoy anything Kendrick does. Who are you? What? Are you real?
That's the part that
You know what I mean? I think it's stupid.
That's the part that I hate, though. And it's hard for me to separate that.
I don't think that's real hip hop. By the way, I honestly don't think those are real hip hop people.
Yeah, I totally agree. Them people ain't real hip hop heads. Like, hip hop heads are old heads, man. Like, or heads that the old heads, like the young people that the old heads have influenced. Like my son, he'll grow up to be an old head because he's raised by an old head. Simple. So he will know he'll play something and I'll borrow, so turn that rubbish off. Remember what your parents used to do back in the day? Blood. Remember your parents used to go, nah, man, lock that off. What is that you're listening to? That shaped the way that you listen to music, right? Or you'd have to sneak into another room or go to your brethren's house where that Donny could listen to wild stuff at his yard. So you go to his yard and listen to Doggy Style. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is a classic album, by the way. No, so it's real. Listen, great conversation, people. Got my shades on because I'm sitting near the window and the sun is beating through the thing. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Morgan Heights in the building, and I'll be back soon. Peace.